It's Sunday night, I'm drinking wine.
Hey guys, welcome back to Love Your Talk podcast, a podcast about living abroad in your late 20s. I'm Ollie.
And I'm Maggie.
Hey Maggie, how's it going?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Episode 16, can you believe it?
Unbelievable. Honestly, what a milestone, an achievement.
I know, we're the most inconsistently consistent podcast.
Hey, we just surprise you guys. When you're not least expecting us, we pop up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part.
Definitely. All about surprises. So what's happening? What's new?
Guess what?
Go on. Tell me.
I got a tattoo today.
Oh,
Woo-woo!
no, you didn't. Let's see it. Let's see
I
that
did.
bad boy. Oh my goodness. Talk me through it, Ollie.
So it's actually an upside down map. We'll put this on the Instagram. It's an upside down map of South America, which
Wow.
aims to bring a different perspective to South America. Instead of looking down on people, you should look up on them.
I love that. Tell me, this is also, so it's an artwork, or what is the...
Now we're
what's it
stretching the
designed by?
boundaries, asking me about the artwork.
Hey.
Yes, it is a piece of art. It's actually it's done by an artist from Montevideo in Uruguay, and the poster or the painting is actually hanging in one of the museums there. Don't ask me which one, I don't know. But yeah, this is one of our friends actually bought the poster, and that picture inspired me to get one. But instead of putting the cross where Montevideo is, I put the cross where Rio is, obviously.
Oh, amazing. It looks fantastic. I'm pretty jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's an excellent. I would love one, definitely.
Keep following me. Get the same. Maggie and I are gonna have like Love Your Talk podcast next on
Absolutely. Why not? Right? Who knows? Whatever that logo would be.
Vaginas and
best leave that to
vaginas and
people's
pussy.
imaginations.
Yeah, we should remind people that this podcast does contain.
Hey, have you been at it already? I was going to say, is that guarana spiked with a little something?
No, it's because I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah.
And to be
Giddy on
talking
all the
to you.
excitement. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? But yes, this podcast does contain some strong language, so if that's not your cup of tea, then...
You better fuck right off.
Better fuck off, right? Get lost.
It's so brutal. Oh, so I've been thinking about getting another tattoo for a while. And I was going to get the map of South America. And
the more important America.
America, obviously. And I thought, that's a bit boring, isn't it? Maybe I can like make it a little bit more interesting. So, my tattoo as I said, it's South America upside down. It's got the sun, it's got the moon and some stars. I think it has a colonial boat. When the guy was doing the boat, he's like, is that Christopher Columbus's boat?
Oh, really? Like the conquistadors? Just like,
yeah, exactly. I was like, ooh, let's just say, yeah, I know. Let's just say it's an expensive yacht.
Yeah, exactly. It's just my yacht,
Yeah.
And me and like all the Brazilian boys party on.
Yeah, and there's some fish, and then there's the equator marked out. But I'm really happy with it. It looks really good, and I'm gonna have a sleeve.
I'm not sure
how my parents feel, but
well, Sodom, I mean, no, bless them, but it's your choice. It's your choice, your body, your choice at the end of the day.
I was going to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, Oh, very jealous. Like, I've been thinking about another tattoo as well. Definitely need one to mark my time here in beautiful Mexico.
Absolutely. Just before we go on to that, just realized that when you look at it, it's upside down. But if I move my arm like this, it's actually the right way around.
Exactly. And you'll always have Rio facing you.
As I kiss it.
Yeah.
Let's go to your tattoos. So for people who don't know, Maggie and I actually, and another friend of ours, we all have "Como te voy a olvidar" on us, and that means "How will I forget you?" and we've all got it in different font and in different places, which is kind of cute. And you're thinking about getting one from your time in Mexico.
Oh, definitely. I've been since I've arrived, actually, it's been sort of on my mind, like how I can sum up my time and my experience here, or what Mexico means to me. And strangely enough, I've been really sort of as soon as I arrived here, like I was kind of taken aback by, like, there was this weird noise coming from the garden every night. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it sounded like a clicking sound, like a something like this. And I was super confused. I had no idea what was going on. And then, like, I asked a few people and they told me that it's basically the sound geckos make here. Yeah. And there's like a name for a particular kind of gecko or lizard, which is called like a kissing lizard or a kissing gecko, something like that. Because it sounds like they're kissing. So I think I'd get like a little lizard on my ankle, maybe.
I was going to say, as you're looking down towards your ankle, I think on the inside of your ankle would look really nice.
Exactly, that's the plan. I think I'm going to just, take the plunge and go for it. Do it after I get back from my summer holidays, or winter holidays.
No, summer. Come on.
It'll be summer because I'll be on a beach. Plenty of beaches.
Yeah. And I wonder what the price is like, because my tattoo costed 400 bolivianos, which I guess that's kind of like $56, $57.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's
I
nothing.
know. So, and the guy actually,
nothing.
when I went in, the guy, because I went back to the same guy that we did Como Te Voy a Olvidar with, and he remembered you guys. He was asking where you are, and I was like, oh, she's in Mexico. She's teaching in Mexico, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's so sweet, because he's Peruvian, isn't he?
He's Peruvian with a Brazilian girlfriend.
That's it.
I told him that I was heading over to Brazil, and he thought, oh, why are you going to Brazil? And I was like, don't you worry.
Don't you worry. I'm not going to be taking any of the ladies. They're all for you.
I know, they're all for you.
I'm just interested in the boys. That's purely my intention. That's awesome.
Like, once you get one tattoo, do you get an appetite for more?
Oh, definitely. I've always also thought about, I don't feel like I'm particularly rooted to one place, in the sense that I want to travel around, and I love traveling and seeing new cultures, meeting new people, just like learning new things. So I imagine I will get a tattoo every place that I live in, or every place I stay in. Yeah, for real. Well, unless it's like an absolute shithole and a dive.
That was so rude of me to just you did a really deep comment.
Yeah. What was that reaction?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought that was a really sentimental thing to say.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's genuinely how I feel. I feel like, I'll just get it for every place, like a memory of my time there. So yeah, thinking about doing that. My friend here as well is thinking about getting a tattoo, so we'll probably do that together.
Does she have anything in mind?
No, not massively. She's very much like go with the flow. I think if she'll just be inspired, it'll come to her.
Yeah.
But
does she have a tattoo?
She does. She's got a matching one with her sister.
Oh, okay.
Which is quite cute. Not exactly the same, but it's like the similar meaning kind of thing. But yeah, going back to our matching tattoos, I was in a cab in an Uber here, and the Uber driver we were deep in conversation. I was sitting at the front, so they always love talking to you when you sit at the front.
Yes.
I was like, okay, let's take this as an opportunity to brush up my Spanish a bit. And the driver was like, hey, what's that tattoo? And I kind of explained to him, and then he was like, oh yeah, no, it's just very odd, because usually people get tattoos, text tattoos in English, or English texts. So it's so weird to see Spanish tattoos.
We're such wannabes, I reckon. We're such wannabes.
Oh my God, we are. We're total wannabes. I was like, oh my God, you're kind of right there. It is a bit weird to a native Spanish speaker seeing a tattoo in Spanish. Okay, what's it about?
Clearly struggle in the language, us two.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're selling ourselves short there. We're doing all right.
No, we're doing great. We're doing really well. I think so. No, we've got to give ourselves some fair credit, This episode that we're allegedly going to do in Spanish is still yet to materialize, but hey ho, hey ho.
We started talking about that like fucking 4 months ago. But we should still do it.
We're going to do it. We're absolutely, before you leave Bolivia, no, Ollie, before you leave Bolivia, we need to do it. We need to do it while you're in a Spanish-speaking country.
Absolutely. And then I think that maybe when I get to Brazil and I have a little bit more Portuguese, I should speak Portuguese and you should reply in Spanish and we have this conversation. That would be quite fun.
That would be, but also you're forgetting the fact that I don't really understand Portuguese that well.
But that's the fun part. That's the fun part. See if you can like understand Portuguese from the Spanish, you know, right?
Got it. Yeah.
And then I can obviously, I mean, it's easy for me.
I was going to say, you've got a slight advantage here, but as long as you can bear with me and be a little bit patient. But patience doesn't exist in your little dictionary, like a dictionary.
What does patient mean? I struggle to. Not Ollie. Not Ollie. But
hey, so we've both got some beach vacations to be looking forward to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So or some kind of holiday anyway. There'll be a holiday.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the beach and visit one of my Brazilian friends. Hopefully,
which beach are you?
Which beach? I'm going to the north of Brazil.
Ah, okay, great.
Yeah,
to the northern coast.
Yeah, the northern coast, and hopefully go to Lençóis Maranhenses. It's kind of like the sand dunes in Brazil. Like you see these beautiful like photos all the time. You know, Melinda wanted to go there all the time. Do you remember?
When we were in Brazil?
No, like
the sand dunes in Bolivia. They're like the sand dunes in Bolivia.
Okay, all right. Let's not be
ridiculous. Sand dunes in Brazil, babes.
Let's not be. Yeah, that's where I'm going. The sand dunes in Brazil.
Oh, I don't remember this. Show me. Oh wow, that looks super like
guys,
Star Warsy and alien-y.
If you don't know, it's called Lençóis Maranhenses, and it's in the north of Brazil in the state of Maranhão, like this one. There you go.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
And, this is quite close. This is quite close to where my friend lives, and I said, well, if I'm coming to the north of Brazil, I'm going there. So
yeah,
that's going to be my little vacation. Maybe go up there for a week or something. And see what happens. And you're heading off you're going traveling in Mexico, right?
Yeah. I'll be traveling around. My friend and I were going to go traveling all around the coast, so the Yucatan Peninsula, over to the neighboring state Quintana Roo, where you've basically got the best beaches in Mexico there. White sand beaches.
Ugh, it sounds like to die for. And did you have you done any research, or you're just kind of like gonna go with the flow?
No, we've got you'll be very, very pleased to hear that I've followed in your footsteps and I've created a Mexico itinerary. A holiday itinerary.
You know, do you remember when we went through Brazil? I like printed off our itinerary where we're staying.
Yeah, that's so cute. I remember it so well. I remember my copy and like seeing all the hostels' addresses written out. So I've basically made a similar Excel spreadsheet with all of our accommodation, our budget, etc., written in there. So yeah, we'll be staying in, I think, maybe 5 different places in total over 2 weeks.
Airbnb or hostels?
No, hostels. Because, 2 people. So with the price, it just makes more sense. And we do want to get to know people.
Absolutely, yeah, but not those Argentinians in fucking Buzios.
No, although I found out they're not called Che Legato, but they're called Che. And Che exists here in Mexico.
Oh, no! So guys, this is about our terrible experience with, we had a terrible experience in Buzios where like Argentinians like woke up.
Oh my God, no. That guy literally like almost molested me. I'm not exaggerating. I was almost, I've told my friends this story and they've just been like, what the fuck?
That was so scary. I was even scared.
Oh my God.
This guy like jumped up onto Maggie's bed, kind of like Maggie was sleeping on the top bunk and he got onto the stairs.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
went up to Maggie going, like, what were you saying?
I was just like, leave me alone, go away. Like really problematic. When you hear those words, surely that's like fuck right off. oh,
Yeah.
I'm being like, hang on, what I'm doing is not okay. But he
Mhm.
fucking persisted. He was such a leech.
Yeah.
And then do you remember the next day we saw them in the cafe next door and he just
Mm.
like ignored us.
Yeah, he was a
And
terrible guy.
and then do you remember we saw them after a night out in Lapa?
Yeah, we saw them in
In
Rio
Brazil,
like 4 days
Rio.
later, which was awful. Like Buzios and Rio are like 4 hours away. And then we saw them at like 5 a.m. in the morning and they were like, oh, hey. And we're like, no, fuck off.
Fuck off! Like, leave us alone. Oh, it was so weird. It was so weird. But yeah, I'm expecting to see maybe hopefully tourists from various places because this part of Mexico is actually, so Mexico, I don't know, it's similar, I think, in Bolivia, you know, the COVID kind of scale of like measures. So like
Really?
that,
Bolivia? There's no COVID measures here.
no, I think it's like in the sense that there's like a traffic
None.
light system, none. And this part of Mexico, Quintana Roo, is in the green. They've got the green light. So I think it's pretty liberal and a bit of just normal
I think,
though.
you know, I think people, I mean, especially here, they're just kind of over it and it's not really preventing people from doing things. And,
No.
you know, I don't know.
So you went out the other weekend, didn't you? Like on a night out to Rota Carlota or?
Rota Carlota, yeah, and it was busy. It was just like a normal night.
Yeah, what is La Rota Carlota, Oli, for our listeners who don't know?
It's just a nightclub in Santa Cruz. That's it.
Were they playing any songs that we know? Was it all new reggaeton?
It was kind of new reggaeton, which was fun. I was still able to dance, but I like going like you have to be done by 11 o'clock. So trying to go out, yeah, like they close at 11 o'clock. So going out and then like closing at 11 o'clock is just not Bolivian because normally you arrive at like 12.
Yeah, I remember the days. Remember our pre-drinks in our flat that would last until about 12:30, and then we'd all get into like separate Ubers and go to Mantis. Oh, I know.
Such sad times.
Very sad times. Too much reminiscing going on lately.
Hey, yes. We've got so much to look forward to because you're going to Mexico. I'm so happy that you're making the most of your time there. Definitely take some photos, take some videos, get a YouTube channel, be like influencer. I got called an influencer the other day.
Wow. I know. You love that, don't you?
I do.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, so guys, if you didn't know, well, you do know because Ollie mentioned it in the last podcast, but subscribe to Ollie's channel.
I know. I need to get to 150 subscribers by the end of the day.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's plug it.
I know. Well, my plan was originally to get to 150 by the end of the year, but it's December 4th, so I can definitely do it.
You can fucking do it. It's December 4th. Happy birthday, Melinda. Shout out to you.
Oh, happy birthday, Melinda.
Yeah. Look at that. I feel like we've come round a full circle. We've spoken about a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like as we're coming into my last few weeks of Bolivia, we can maybe talk about that next episode.
Absolutely, we will do, definitely. Yeah.
So how much money do you expect to spend in Mexico? What's like oh God, this is sounding like a fucking travel show now. Is it expensive, like comparable to like Brazil, for example?
Sure. Well, I'd say day-to-day things aren't expensive. Like food your on the accommodation and travel. Yeah, okay, we've got a budget of about, oh God, I'm gonna have to convert it for you because it's all in pounds, isn't it?
I can roughly guess.
Yeah, so £10 a night in US dollars. So $13 kind of that's the accommodation we're looking at. A night.
It's kind of very similar to Brazil and like even Bolivia as well in the more expensive places.
Right, yeah.
But
I'm guessing,
at the end of the day, we save money. The reason we're here is to travel. Like this is a podcast about living abroad and traveling.
Definitely. And once my feet are on that white sandy beach, I will forget all about money problems.
Absolutely.
And I'll be having, as long as I've got, margarita in my hand, you've got a caipirinha in your hand. And you send me caipirinha photos and I'll send you margarita photos and we'll have this exchange going on.
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. I can't wait.
Oh, well, thank you, Ollie. It's been awesome catching up and listening and hearing about your tattoo and talking a little bit about everything.
and our trip, right? Basically, my tattoo and my trip and our trips. It's not all
our
about me,
trips,
our trips.
upcoming trips. Yes. And guys, if you don't forget to give us a like on I don't know, what do you call it? Follow us.
Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. If you've got any stories, write to us at labitalkpodcast@gmail.com.
Can I just say, I can't believe you got all of that correct.
Oi.
I'm so mean to you.
Maybe usually it's because I'm a little bit tipsy. So sometimes
I know.
the sobriety's doing me well.
We haven't had any drinks today. Let's say that for the weekend. And we hope to bring you more podcasts as we progress on our journeys overseas, everybody.
Exactly.
Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. Hey, Maggie, catch you later.
Catch you later, babes. Bye-bye.